away the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set 180, block 15.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Right. Cluster.
Watch the whip.
Done.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first and 10, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Single. 82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine.
From the gun, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set. Blue 60.
Max 50, Max 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Alert flare. Check 99.
Check easy.
Shoot, watch the shoot.
Hey, check behind us.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jalen Smith able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
I'm letting you know right now.
To throw is Stanford. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey, come on out here. Come use these here. Learn.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Greystone, travel.
Check.
Now a first down throw. Stanford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Stay there. Block the key.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Waiting.
Let's go.
Monday.
Big gap. Sponge.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Cowboys 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double west. Double right.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike.
Hey.
Get your swarm on. Hey,
21.
Mike 50, Mike.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Let's go.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Yo.
11.
Yo. Bang, 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 bang. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Like 7.
Safety's creeping.
Stay 50.
Stafford on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score, Cowboys 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 50. Easy, alert. Hey, easy.
Mike,
Hey, orbit.
Mike 54.
Now it's Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tighten up.
59.
Check three. Chance.
Omaha, ready to move. Smooth. Hey.
55. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again is Stafford. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 71 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Stafford now to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You got tight right there.
Hey, easy, easy. Hey, high 7.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Move on the hard, ready, move.
Now Stafford. And Diggs has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Absolutely nowhere.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Kill.
Middle.
Kill.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he's able to find Diggs. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Johnson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 52.
jet bombers. We need 2 jet bombers.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete to Jones. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Jones has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. From the red zone now, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers. And that's Elliott, complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
A dump off to Elliott. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 74 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down at Stafford. It's complete to Diggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
22.
Now Stafford. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the 50, Stafford. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Not today, you won't. Not today. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Kill, kill, kill. Shoot, shoot. Hey.
21.
Kill, kill, kill. Jack. Switch, switch, switch.
Again, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Stafford. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Stafford now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
32.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
40 got. 40 got.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is... He's got a man! Complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Easy. Reset.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Hey, 22!
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Go!
Check 31.
Omaha, ready, move!
3, check
Hey.
3.
50. Hey, seam 6.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, Charlie!
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Watch the edge. Mike 55.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line.
First down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check 13. Hey. Check 13. All right, here we go.
To Johnson again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, Rivers again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
No. White. Hey, Orbit.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Rivers. Flushed out right. That one complete to Elliott. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First down, Rivers. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Rivers now from the 50. He's got it to Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, 79! 79! Round! Hey! High 7!
To the air again here, Rivers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Round 80!
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30.
He's checking, he's
Easy.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Keep it skinny.
To throw again. Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
40 got.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Drill right, 22. Easy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey. Big 20. Rush in. Hey, box drop.
Throwing again. Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, give me the radar. X3, 218, chopper. Under 10, 10. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, Haywood. Hey, 32.
Mike, 55. Right there.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Thomas, 54 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Good take over 1st and 10. Their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing, Rivers. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Delta.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
White, 89.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 1st catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Zebra!
Stafford now to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Easy! Whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
59!
Check back.
Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
52 is the mic right here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.